We're going to bounce around the league a whole lot this show, but we are going to start in Brooklyn because it had been 533 days since we last saw Zion Williamson play a regular season game, but he was everywhere in Barclays last night. Richard, let's go ahead there now.
My guy was strong. Listen, Zion, I am begging you, write this body type that you have showed up with this season. If you maintain this, you will be one of the best players in this league for a decade. He's too strong. He's too physical. The second jump, that second bounce that allows him to get offensive rebounds, he's already got the shoulder to clear out space. Look, there's no one there. Like, he weighs more than both the guys that are trying to rebound. That's talking about Claxton. That's talking about Ben Simmons. It's just too much. And then the balance on their team. You see CJ McCollum. And in transition, Kyrie, he done wants none
Smart
of that
move.
action.
Don't dunk it late up.
No, look.
Smart move.
Take your time. But
exactly.
When I see his quickness, his body type is so strong. It's so elite. This is who he has to be. Because, look, if you're going to sag off of him, he's just going to eat up that space. It doesn't matter. I don't think he's a guy that you can actually give space to. You actually have to get up to him a little bit because he'll eat it up and it becomes too easy.
Well, the Pelicans, they got up huge in this game. It was one of those things where I checked my phone. I was driving home and I said, is this a real score, Chene?
Yeah. Is this what Perk calls daddy ball? Because he was playing some daddy ball in the paint. All of his buckets were in the paint, all 11 of them. Love that one, that explosion.
Well, the Pelicans, they rolled in Barclays Center. Here's Zion Williamson after the game.
It's simply playing the game I love, and I didn't get to play for a long time. It was a breath of fresh air.
It's like he didn't miss a beat.
Picked up where he left off. You guys haven't seen Z in a long time. He's confident. He worked on his game, you can tell.
You just throw the ball to him and watch what he does.
You know, he's still dominant. Another dynamic for our team that makes us really hard to beat.
It was just so good to see him back on the floor. From talking to him on Media Day, you can tell he's grounded. You can tell he's in a good headspace, and it was just shining through on the court yesterday. As I've mentioned before on this show, Zach Lowe, former history teacher. So, Mr. Lowe, this is how we're going to do this. We're going to grade Zion's performance, and we're going to start with you, Professor.
A. It could be A+, but A. I mean, after all this time away, to give anything but an A is not fair.
You were an easy grader. Right? Not saying that wasn't an A performance, it was. But.
And RJ, you talked about second jump. Like, how about third jump and fourth jump? Yeah. This guy is off the ground 4 times before regular basketball players are off the ground once or even twice. They destroyed the little nets on the offensive glass last night. Zion, they went at Zion on defense. That's going to be an issue all season long. But for the layoff he's had, A.
Janae?
I'd have to agree. You know, we love A's over here. I really just love the fact that he doesn't have to do too much to be effective. And we talk about, you know, him rebounding and having a second jump. They actually outscored the Nets 36-4 on second chance points. If you think about that, those are easy buckets that you're not designing.
Say that again?
He pursues. They outscored the Nets 36-4 on second chance.
Unwinnable. Yeah.
And that's what Zion brings.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I had like 5 different nuggets, but I guess you guys like that one. But I'm just very.
Are you going to give us all?
I feel like one is enough.
One's good.
One is enough.
One's good.
But I give him an A
one?
because it's been a long time since we've seen him. He finally got himself in the right position. And the way he plays, it seems like the Pelicans are embodying that by those types of winning, seasons types of stats. Yep. Rebounds.
He's the type of player, and again, my grade will be an A. He will be the type of player that is hard to match up against. It's hard to really understand how to guard him, and especially the talent around him. You have a guy like CJ McCollum that you can't leave. You got Brandon Ingram that can also handle the ball and create his own shots. So he is an absolute force. And when I was talking about his body and how he's in shape, it took Charles Barkley years to understand how to keep his body in the type of shape that he needs to. There's players that you see around this league. For him, the key to his success, as much as his work ethic and improving his jump shooting, and all, his key to success is making sure that his body and his physique is where it needs to be. And this is the best I have seen him look since he was a freshman at Duke.
I am going to give him an A-.
Boo.
And I think that actually should be scary because I think he can play better than this. He took 22 shots in the paint last night. 22. Mm-hmm. If he continues to take 22 shots in the paint every game, he will score way more than 11 of them. He is the most dominating interior scorer we have seen in this league since Shaquille O'Neal.
That was a reverse compliment.
I agree.
50% is actually low for him. That's him working back into rhythm 50%. Now, you guys are talking about his elevation. Of course, he's got explosive elevation. What blows me away about Zion is that he can also score below the rim. He knows how to create angles, especially with that left hand. My God, if he starts going left, you're not stopping him. What is scary about this performance is that Zion can and will be better.
And the only person that has scored more in the paint, 20-point games like this, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And when you mentioned, the body type, even though Giannis has limitations to his game, he's so good that those limitations don't matter. And that's Zion Williamson.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.